guys, today I decided to film this Nina Dobrev inspired makeup look. It's a look that she wore back in 2012 to the Toronto International Film Festival. And the reason I chose this look to recreate is because she was wearing colors on her eyelids, she was wearing some really beautiful purple shades, and she's someone who usually tends to stick with simplistic, more neutral makeup looks. So I thought this would be fun to recreate, and this is how it turned out. And if you're interested in seeing how I did it, then please keep watching. I'm just going to start off with a primer, and I'm going to use Benefit's POREfessional. And I'm basically applying this to my T-zone, where I get the most oily. Next I'll be applying my MAC Face and Body, and I will be applying that with an Expert Face brush. Under my eyes, I'm going to apply my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Around my nose, I'm going to apply my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and I'll also be applying this to blemishes as well. And I'm just using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques to blend that in. I'm just going to powder that all in place using my Tarte Amazonian Clay finishing powder, and then I'll move on to the eyebrows and the eyes. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows like I usually do, using this matte brown shade here and an angled brush. To prevent my eyeshadows from creasing, I'm going to apply a bit of eyeshadow primer, and this one's by Urban Decay. And then whatever's left over on my finger, I'm just going to run underneath my eye. On the eyes, I'm going to be mixing 2 shades of purple from the BH88 color palette. And I'm going to be using this shade here and a bit of this darker shade here. But what I'm first going to do is apply some MAC Fix Plus to a brush, because these eyeshadows aren't quite as pigmented as I'd like, so just getting the brush wet will help them appear a lot more pigmented. So I'm just going to apply this straight to the lid. And taking it up to the crease. I'm also going to run a bit of that color underneath the eye. I've actually switched to a pencil brush to apply it underneath the eye. Just because I've got a bit more precision using this brush. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and blend out the edge of that eyeshadow a little bit. I'm now just going to go in with that darker shadow and just apply it to the outer corner and taking that up into the crease. I'm then just going to go in and blend that out. I'm now just going to use a denser brush and a bit more of that darker color, and then just apply that again to the outer corner. I just want a bit more color there. Using an angled brush, I'm just going to take a bit more of that darker color and apply that to my bottom lash line as close to my lashes as possible. And I'm keeping it on the outer corner of the eye. To highlight the inner corner of the eye, I'm going to use this color by Geek. It's called Shimma. So I'm just applying it to the inner corner there and then blending it up onto the lid, just to lighten this area up a bit. Now in the picture I saw, it looked like she had quite a bit of shimmer and sparkle on the inner corner here. So I'm just going to take a bit of Makeup Forever diamond powder and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner, basically over where I applied that Shimma. So I'm just going to use the same brush and I'm going to get it wet just to help that glitter adhere to my eyelids. So I've got a bit on there and I'm just going to pat that over top. Now it doesn't look like she has anything else on the lids, so from here I'm going to go on to curling my eyelashes and then applying some mascara on both my top and bottom lashes. I'm now just going to apply some false individual eyelashes, and these ones are by Ardell. So I'm applying one at a time, just dipping the base of the lash in the glue, and then I'm going to let that get a little tacky and then apply it. When applying individual eyelashes, I prefer to start in the center of the eye and then basically work my way out. I just find that doing it that way gives me a better idea of how many false eyelashes I want to apply. So I have about 4 individuals on this eye, and now I'm going to move on to my left eye. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. To darken up my complexion and bronze the skin a bit, I'm going to use my Betty Luminizer, and I'm basically going to apply this to my temples, anywhere that the sun would naturally hit my face, so my forehead and temples. Sort of the tops of my cheekbones. A bit on my nose and my chin. To contour my face, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I'm just going to apply this to the hollows of my cheeks. just to give some definition there. For blush, I'm going to use my Coralista by Benefit. And I'm just going to apply that to my apples of my cheek and then blend backwards. To highlight, I'm going to use that same eyeshadow I used for my inner corners. And I'm just going to take a bit of this on a brush and then run that on the tops of my cheekbones. And then up onto the brow bone and temple a bit. Now in this picture it didn't look like she had too much on the lips, so I'm just going to line my lips using a natural colored lip pencil. And then over top of that I'm going to use a nude gloss. This one is Nonstop Glamour by Rimmel. And that's it for this Nina Dobrev inspired makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!